Close your eyes and picture the Sahara. Endless golden dawns, hot sun, and 9 million square kilometers of sand across North Africa. It's the biggest hot desert on Earth. But here's a twist. It wasn't always like this. Thousands of years ago, the Sahara was green. Lakes and rivers flowed, and people hunted hippos where camels now live. So, what turned this paradise into a sandbox? Let's go back in time and find out. About 10,000 years ago, the Sahara wasn't actually a desert. It was a savanna. Think grasslands full with trees, rivers with fish and wildlife like elephants, giraffes, and crocodiles. Rock art from that time, found in places like Tassili, Niger, shows hunters chasing game and cattle grazing. Humans live here too. Small communities fished and farmed, living by sparkling lakes. But why so green? We can blame the weather, or rather the Earth itself. Back then, the planet's tilt was slightly different, about 24.1 degrees instead of today's 23.5. That tiny shift made a big difference. It pulled the monsoon rains to the north, flooding with rain North Africa every summer. Rivers like the ancient Tamanrasset flowed strong, feeding lakes bigger than some modern countries. This wet phase, called the African humid period, lasted from around 11 to 5,000 years ago. The Sahara was a green Eden, until it wasn't. So, what flipped the switch? It starts with that tilt again. Over millennia, Earth's wobble, called precession, shifted the tilt back. By 5,000 years ago, the monsoon rains weakened and moved back south. Less rain meant rivers began to shrink. Lakes evaporated and the grass turned into dust. Scientists call this a tipping point, how a tiny tilt led to a rapid change from wet to dry. But it wasn't just a tilt. As plants died, the soil dried out and reflected more sunlight. They call it albedo. That hot air pushed rain clouds away even faster. Sand started blowing around, making dunes. What took thousands of years to build faded in centuries. Fossil pollen from Asian lake beds shows grasses and trees fading, replaced by rolling bushes. Fish bones vanished from the record, and human settlements thinned out. Some of them moved south. Others had to adapt to the edges. By 3,000 years ago, the Sahara we know was born, dry, vast, and unforgiving. Fast forward to now. The Sahara is a titan, 3.6 million square miles, spanning 11 countries from Egypt to Mauritania. It's so big, you could fit the United States inside it. Rain almost never falls, maybe a little bit all year. Temperatures can hit 122 Fahrenheit and dune tower 500 feet high. But life doesn't stop there. Nomads like the Tuareg navigate oases, rare green pockets fed by underground water. Camels replaced hippos built for the heat. And under all that sand, old rivers still hide, giving water to wells. Some people say that the Sahara might turn green again one day. Earth's tilt keeps wobbling after all. So, the Sahara is not just a desert. It's a time capsule. Fossils, rock art, and buried lakes are proof of its wet past, while its sands tells a story of change we're still decoding. The Sahara went from a green home to a huge desert because the earth changed. A little tilt, less rain, and boom, sand everywhere. It shows how fast things can switch. It's a reminder of how even the mightiest landscapes bend to time. Next time you think of deserts, wonder, what was this place like before?